Have extra time in the morning commute. Meteorologist Damon Matson back in tonight for Janessa. So Damon, what are we looking at time-wise for the storm, for the ice storm moving in?
Well, the good news again, Chris, is that so far here this evening and even into the first half of the night, we're looking good. So if you have plans to be out and about here these next few hours, no worries. But it is late tonight going into Thursday morning. That will be the worst of it. And unfortunately, that morning commute on Thursday, it's going to be difficult. Now, again, there's our live look here out toward the National Cathedral. All is quiet. We've had very cloudy skies throughout the day. It has looked like it wants to either rain, snow, sleet, any of that, but we haven't gotten to that point just yet. Things are still dry in the DMV, but if we look just off to our west, look at the pink here, already popping up around Cincinnati, the Columbus area in southern Ohio there, with precipitation starting to nudge into West Virginia. This is our storm system that is going to roll in tonight, run into the colder air that we have built up across the DMV, and that's where we start to have that mixing taking place. You have colder temperatures near the ground, a little bit of warmth just above that. That's how you get that freezing rain sleet combination. So a closer view here, nothing is happening as of yet. These light returns, those aren't reaching the ground just yet in northern Virginia, southern Maryland, but as we build up more moisture through the night, eventually that will happen. And this is what we have to pay very close attention to. Temperatures. As you go west, it is closer to freezing, which is why we have that heightened risk of ice accumulation out across the I-81 corridor, out into western Maryland as well. Thankfully, toward D.C., it's a little bit warmer, upper 30s, and that is going to make a difference. If we can hold on to these slightly warmer temperatures throughout the night, that's going to lessen that impact from any ice that could fall. And also, the same can be said about road temperatures, which right now are above freezing, but as we head throughout the night, those surfaces could start to drop down to 32 degrees, and then you get that ice accumulating that much easier on the pavement. So check this out. As we head later on, we're not going to see that sleet freezing rain combo start to fall until closer to 9-10 o'clock, mostly out to the west. We're still relatively quiet toward D.C. The timeline has been backed up a little bit here, and that's, again, a good thing, especially if you do still have to be out and about over these next few hours. But soon after that, it all goes downhill. As we approach midnight, look at this widespread sleet and freezing rain here in the pink that will be out across the entire DMV. Now, notice as we head throughout the middle of the night, we'll see that freezing rain and sleet pick up in intensity, especially off to the west where it hangs on the longest. But we're going to be right on that line between pure rain and that freezing rain mixture along I-95 into the district. So this is a good trend in terms of limiting how much ice ends up sticking around the district. We're going to see those higher totals out toward Hagerstown, Martinsburg, Frederick as we go on into your Thursday morning. But look at all this green mixing in by 7, 8, 9 o'clock. The good news is everybody starts to see a transition over to plain rain. And then the ice threat, it is done after that. And notice with the ice totals here, look at that sharp cutoff right through D.C. I-95. It's still too close for comfort. We could still see some slick spots out there by early Thursday morning, but you're going to see the more substantial impacts where ice totals will be around 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch out to the just north and west of D.C. and Fairfax, Montgomery, Loudoun counties and beyond. So we'll all have to be prepared. We'll have that icy setup tomorrow morning. DMV first warn remains in effect. We'll be drier on Friday, but then our next round of some wintry weather looks to arrive Saturday before wrapping up into Sunday.
All right, busy start to